Hey everyone, Effie here. Today we're going to be blending our new Under the Sea layering stencils. There are 7 stencils in this collection. We're going to start off by taping stencil number 1 onto white cardstock, and we're going to blend the entire stencil with our sea dye ink. I'm using our standard size brush. For the first layer, remember, do not go too heavy-handed on the first layer or else you will have to work harder and harder to blend the next few layers. For stencil number 2, I just placed it right inside the area after we took off stencil 1 and we blended Celadon on stencil number 2. For stencil number 3, we're going to align stencil 3 along the lower 2 corners that were blended onto the cardstock with stencil 1 and 2. So we're aligning the lower 2 corners of stencil 3 to the lower 2 corner areas where we place stencil 1 and 2. And we're going to blend soft cream in the center area of stencil number 3. I added a little bit of Celadon along top portion of that soft cream area so that the colors would transition a little bit nicer. Then we added Moonlight along the left and right edges of the rock formation on stencil 3. Then I took off stencil 3, I replaced it with stencil number 4. We're going to do selective ink blending on this 4th layer. We're starting off with Peach Blossom. We're just going to blend along the center of this stencil. We're just going to use a nice light orange, which is our Peach Blossom, and then we're switching over to Olive. So if you have smaller size brushes, it's easier to do that selective ink blending. So one tip when you're blending these stencils, after you blend stencil 1 and 2, make sure you blend off the lower 2 bottom corners of the stencil onto the cardstock to create those registration marks, because stencils 3 through 7 will be placed along those lower 2 corners of your cardstock. We are using those as our alignment guides. So after we blended stencil number 4, we replaced it with stencil 5, and we just used Coral Cavern for all of stencil 5. Then we replaced 5 with stencil number 6, and we're starting off with Lime Twist, and we're just adding this yellowish green ink towards the center of the stencil. Then we're blending a light pink ink with our bubblegum ink along the left and bottom edges of the stencil. Go in with a light touch. Then we're going to replace stencil number 6 with stencil number 7, which is our last layer. We're starting off with Rouge, and we're just going to add this darker pink along the left and lower edges of stencil number 7. Once we're done with this darker pink ink, we're switching over to our black ink. I think we're using Caviar. If you have Noir, that's okay, and any black ink that you have will do. We're just going to add the black accents along the center of this stencil, and our blending is now complete. I hope you guys will check out our summer 2026 release, which is available for purchase and ready to ship immediately. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.